Howdy! Welcome to the Rebuilding Hollers Come Hell or High Waters podcast. We are live tonight from the living room of Spruce Pine at DT's Blue Ridge Java Cafe, and I could not be more excited to be sitting here tonight and tell y'all all about the amazing things that have been happening in Spruce Pine and introduce you to my favorite friends. But first, I want to give you an update. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. As you know, my name is Stephanie Johnson, and I will be your host for the evening. We are going to have a great show tonight. We are here on the eve of the 1-year anniversary, which has all of us at all kind of different emotions. So we're going to get into that later in the show. But first, I want to talk to you real quick about 2 amazing events that we're having tomorrow on our 1-year anniversary of Hurricane Helene here in Western North Carolina. We have the Old Timey Day Festival. That's going to be in downtown Burnsville. I'm most excited about this. It will be from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock tomorrow. We're going to have a tractor parade. Then there'll be like a old tractor show. There's going to be live music, all kinds of amazing food. And you know I'll be pulling the winning ticket for that 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sahara. That is an awesome, exciting thing. We are going to tap out at 500 tickets. So only 500 tickets will be sold. So make sure to get your ticket tonight, scan that QR code, buy your ticket, and we'll be pulling it out tomorrow at 4 o'clock on the stage in downtown Burnsville. I cannot wait to see you there, although you do not have to be present to win. Also tomorrow, we have the Carolina Mountain Strong event going on at Mountain Heritage High School. This incredible event is being put on for us by the George Shin Foundation and Mercy Chef. They are having 1,250 local folks from Yancey and Mitchell County, most of which are Rebuilding Hollers projects, for a meal, a beautiful chef-prepared meal. They have some incredible door prizes to give away. I'm so excited about the things they're going to be giving away, and I'm going to be at both places. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but someone said to me recently, well, you've done it before, so it's going to work. It's going to be great. I'm so excited about that. So a couple of quick project updates. We did have some more come in this week. We have 568 projects on our books right now. We do have 105 of those needs met, complete projects. So we are very thankful for that. Those 100 are of the 568, 25 are full rebuilds, and 10 of those are in progress right now. So we still have a whole lot to go, but we're moving. We're making progress. Of our total 41s that need full remodels or rebuilds, there are 18 that are going to be a remodel, and 7 of those are progress. Miss Dot Kelly says, can I only buy a ticket with the QR code? Kelly, you can go on a website and buy a ticket. If you want, that QR code will just take you to our website. That's rebuildinghollers.com or .org. And then just go to the store and you'll see the Jeep ticket on there. I just want to tell y'all about a couple projects and how they have made fantastic progress this week. Project number 3 has their foundation set. All the block is done. The concrete is poured. Next week, they're having their the subfloor poured. So I'm so excited about that. Project number 8 got their roof material yesterday. So I'm so excited about that. Their framing, exterior, entire framing is done. The roof is going on. The shingles are going on. And they picked up the framing for the interior walls today. So big stuff happening at project number 8. Project number 9 is still making a little bit of slow progress. Told y'all we had a little bit of a situation there that we're working through, but it is doing great. It will be back on track in the next week, and so we're most excited about that. Project number 12 is expecting their material to be delivered any day for our barn dominium, so I'm most excited about that. Project number 17 is done, and they will be having their grand opening here in the next month, so definitely keep up with Project 17. We'll be having a grand opening soon, and I'm so excited. We do have a new project to add to our list this week. That is Project 32. So we got to meet at the property this week. The site is incredible. It's going to be so beautiful. And I have a meeting in 2 weeks with some sponsors for that project. We're going to be building a 3-bedroom 2 full bath home on a 2-acre property with beautiful views. The realtor in me's coming out. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. Project number 34 made huge progress. That's the one with the foundation that was blown out. That foundation is, we got that all straightened up. We got the house lifted back up 3 inches, and they've been working on the interior framing. The doors and windows are on the way. So great things happening there. And of course, y'all know my Project 118, that one is doing amazing. So, that's our small house. We got it set. The roof was supposed to go on Tuesday. Then the roofer pushed me back to Thursday. He didn't show up. And this is part of construction. This happens sometimes. So the roof is not on. The shingles are not on yet, but it's coming. But we did have our carpenter is there full time now. So her steps going in are done. Our electrical and plumbing inspections are done. So we will start installation, and then we're going to do a tongue and groove on most of the walls, sheetrock on the other. So all that's getting ready to be going. It's just amazing things, amazing after amazing after amazing. But the most amazing thing that's happening right now is I am sitting live at DT's at night. I'm never here at night. I'm so excited. And I want to introduce to you my friends, Dave and Trish. Welcome to the Rebuilding Hollers podcast.
Thank you.
I love y'all so much.
We love you.
You know I do. You know I'm crazy about y'all.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here. This has been a pretty crazy week.
Yes.
It has been, it's been a crazy year.
Yes.
Let's face it. So now it is September 26th. We're sitting here and it is so easy. It's like it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
The storm was like yesterday, and now we're back here. And of course, when we planned it, we didn't know all the things. You've officially been open 1 month.
Yep.
Oh, wow, it has been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So August 26th,
27th.
the 27th.
Yeah,
Yes.
Opened on the 27th.
Yes. So tomorrow is officially the 1 month.
Hey, Charles.
Hey,
Time to
there's
say
our
hi-
friend
say
from the
hi.
Weather Channel. Thank you for being with us, Charles. And thank you so much for doing such great shows with us. That was just
Yes.
incredible.
Yes.
A lot of people have seen that.
Yeah.
So
We're
you
so
did-
thankful for
You did great work, and we love getting to know you.
As we've been, so we have some storms on us. Since Charles is here with us,
Yes.
we might as well talk about this. Charles, I want you to know
Keep us updated.
I've been telling everybody, I'm like, don't worry, I have contacts at the Weather Channel. And he's keeping us posted
Yes.
on what's going on. So we don't have to stress anymore. I'm getting direct intel from the Weather Channel because, Charles, he said it to y'all too. He's like, we knew this far in advance. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, we didn't know. And so now we're going to know.
We're going to know.
We're going to know.
Yeah.
We're going to pay closer attention now.
Yeah.
We are definitely.
And we're definitely a little bit more prepared.
We are more prepared. And I think we all are definitely paying. Today's been tough.
Yeah.
Not just because we're on the 1-year anniversary. That has its own stressors that it brings to the table. But then we have storms.
Yeah.
It's been raining a few days.
Our customer base and our staff, everybody's just.
Everyone's just apprehensive.
Yes.
we're all
And
just-
rightly so. PTSD is real.
Yeah.
So anyone starts talking about a storm moving this
Yeah.
direction, everybody's going to pay real close
Tense up a
attention
little
to
bit.
it.
We are. We are on it.
I heard Walmart today sold out.
What?
Yeah.
A lot of different things.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the grocery store
I
yet.
know either have we.
But I haven't been to the grocery store in a month. So there's
Here we
As
go
long as
again.
our restaurant's
Here we
not
go
underwater, we have a place
Yeah,
to
we have
eat.
food.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
but
have
if-
food.
We have a place to eat again.
No, we're not going underwater. It's not going to hit us.
Never again.
No,
Yes. Not in this
never.
lifetime. So we keep saying to ourselves.
no,
I know.
no. So y'all have had a busy day of interviews,
Yeah.
but I'm so proud of you. I know how hard it is to get in front of a camera, and we feel like sometimes we're telling our story over and over. But the truth is, it's so important for people to know our community's still not okay.
That's why we're doing it.
Yeah, that's anyone asks right now, we say yes, because there's we're blessed to be back in our facility here, and we've got a great place, and we had a lot of people. You, of course, were the first donor to this project.
Yes.
Was I really?
Yeah, you were the
Yes.
first
I
donor.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
why-
love
That's
y'all.
why I freaked out
Yeah.
so bad because I was like, what? Somebody wants to help us? What?
What?
So-
I mean, I needed my calamity.
But-
Priorities,
Yeah.
people.
You know?
That's
So
priorities.
DT's, they said it's okay that I share with you. DT's was our project number 14.
Yes.
And so, this is one of my favorite places. As a realtor, I brought my clients here all the
Yep.
time. my daughter was going to college just straight across the river, and she used to walk that bridge over here, and she knew this was her safe place.
We've been friends for 15 years.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
So it's like when, this was catastrophic. When I saw the photos and the videos of what was happening in Spruce Pine, I lost it.
so did we.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Like,
Just a little bit.
like,
Yeah.
no, this can't. It's always such a surreal. Like this can't be real
Yeah.
in the beginning.
And you still think to this day, and when we come in here,
I still
every
say
day,
that.
and we're talking about it, and we're looking at the photos we have on the wall over here, and you think about how far the river is from where we are, which is quite a ways. It's down quite a ways.
Yeah.
So to believe that it actually rose to 30 feet to get to where the water level in this building was.
Yeah.
And 10 feet inside,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
8 at the front,
8.
10 in the back.
Yep.
And that's an
Yeah.
crazy amount
So-
of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hard part, and now we've gotten to the good part, of course. Now we're reopened, but there's so many other people in the area that don't have their businesses reopened or don't have their houses and everything that you're working on. There's people with a lot of need up here,
Mhm.
and
I've been dealing with a lot of survivor's guilt. And I try to tell everybody survivor's guilt is real. And everybody has to go through it. Everybody has to figure out on their wellness journey,
Right.
how to help that. And our way, I'd like to think is bringing awareness to the community that still needs help.
Right.
Try to help the people that are still in RVs on the side of the mountain. And I don't want them to spend another winter in an RV.
No.
And so, when you asked us to do this is the main reason why we wanted to do this, is because I want people to understand that you actually follow through and help. This is a 501c3 that actually helps people.
Yeah.
And it's important for everybody to understand that.
It is. And, so many, and I think as we keep evolving through this, I didn't plan any of it, right?
No,
Like
none
it's
of us
all,
did.
it's
Yeah.
all been a reaction. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I kept thinking somebody else was going to come that knew what they were doing.
Somebody was going to say the day.
But the truth is, nobody loves this community the way I do.
Right.
Not that someone don't love it more. I'm sure there are people that do, and there's people, but I love it so deeply that I will do whatever it takes
Right.
to get somebody home. And I think that's different. You know what I mean? For me, it's
well,
just
you've had to give up a lot of your life to do what you're doing, because it's a full-time gig. It's 24/7, and we did the 24/7 for the last 11 months, and
Yeah.
we're tired.
Yeah.
We know you're exhausted.
Yeah. Well, but y'all, so a couple things. You didn't just lose your store.
Right.
You had tornadoes at home.
Yeah.
And so 18 trees down?
4 hit the house.
Yeah.
And 2 basically went through. And root balls, I think we have close to 18, 20.
18 or 19.
It's
Yeah.
insane. So, I mean, so I want to say to your survivor's guilt, look, I can't even say it. It just needs to go away because you've had it. You have dealt with it at every single level.
I know, but I was trying to explain this to a customer today. It's like people keep asking us, aren't you happy to be back? And I'm
Yeah.
like, yes, I am thrilled to be back up. But I almost feel like us coming back was more to help the community
Yes.
with their healing.
Yes.
And so then that left me with, well, how are we going to deal with our healing?
Right.
And that's why I'm so sorry, world, that you've seen me on social media so much lately.
We love you. What are you
But
talking about?
We both. That's why we're doing this. That's why we're getting out. Today, we had someone from California reach out to us and say, or one of our friends from their sisters from California said they saw us on TV. And that's huge.
That's
'cause
huge.
We want to go nationwide. We want people to understand our need is real still in Mitchell County. And there's so many homes, businesses, people in general that
our
need
neighbors
assistance.
need help. Because the governor is telling everybody we're okay.
we're not.
The governor and everybody else on the news is saying, oh, the president has sent billions. The state has sent billions. We're not seeing billions
Nothing.
here. I think that is the biggest misconception is there is no money coming down for us,
No.
for our families, for our businesses. I mean, it's impossible to get a small business loan.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
impossible to get help for a small business.
It is. There's no good avenue for that.
Mm-mm.
And there hasn't been. And that, we're hoping, no politics into this, but we're hoping the governor's office figures out a way for future
Yes.
how to help,
Disasters. Yeah.
Yes.
how to help people. Because,
And how to fix the problem now.
right. don't come out and say, okay, well, we can do an SBA loan, 0% interest. You can borrow for 30 years, and then show up and say, no,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
No, they've been doing that to
We'll give,
people.
we'll give you up to $3 million at 8% interest, and you have to pay it off in 3 years.
Who can
That's
do
the
that?
offer we got.
Yeah.
You know, so
Oh yeah, I thought you knew that.
What? I'm
I
sorry.
thought you knew that. Yeah.
Yep, that's
$3 million
Yep.
8%
At
interest.
8%,
Because we had an 850 credit score.
we had
for
good credit.
the 3 years.
3 years.
How the heck would you
You wouldn't
pay $3 million? And here's the thing: is did you need $3 million?
No.
So so let's
Yeah.
get real, right?
Yeah.
Like
Right.
this is what we need. Make it work for us.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
that was hard, and that, but, we got through that. Luckily, local organization helped us out and loaned us the money that we needed to get this place open, through donations and everything else. I mean, we've got a lot of money invested
Yes, you
in this
do.
place.
Yeah.
Yes,
We've
you
got
do.
a lot of money invested.
And that's hard because you own the building.
Yes.
So
That was
you-
supposed to be our retirement.
So this is your building.
Yeah.
But it is a blessing that you weren't invested in someone else's building.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
There is that benefit.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is that benefit.
So you own the building. You had to complete, and you didn't just redo your side. You had to do treehouse.
We
too.
actually did our
Treehouse first.
treehouse first,
Yes.
our rental first, because we were paying the mortgage with finance money.
Right.
And so we wanted to make sure we could get as many rentals back in.
Yeah.
So the upstairs was okay.
Yeah.
So we did treehouse first so we could get rental income.
Yeah.
And they were thrilled to
Yes,
come
they
back.
were. Yes,
She-
they were.
They were
Yeah,
so
that's-
happy.
I love them.
Yeah. They've
I
been in the
love
building with us 20 years as well, and they wanted to come home too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah,
this
because
is
they
our
were selling
second
real
home.
estate upstairs,
No, they were up the street.
up the street. Okay.
True,
They were
yeah.
up the
Okay.
street. Yeah.
But that's
they
the whole
just kept
thing
going,
is getting everyone back home again.
Yeah.
which
you
is
know,
important.
Yeah, it is. And the unfortunate part of this storm, of course, is the loss of life. That families have had to deal with, and we're blessed. We didn't have to deal with that. We know people, of course,
Yes.
unfortunately,
Yes.
but it wasn't our family. Ours was monetary. Ours was, everything as far as, the building and the house was concerned, but, it's 90%, 95% repaired, everything now.
We're so close.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're so close to
Yeah.
everything being done, and, that's great. And
Yeah.
now we can focus on getting back to the community and seeing our customers again and sharing the love. And, that's,
And resting just a little.
yeah. But, the storm changed things.
It did.
Yeah.
It changed people. It
Yeah.
changed our hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We look at things now, and, it used to be a, restaurant business, whatever kind of industry you're in, real estate.
Yeah,
way.
same, yeah.
It's competitive.
Right.
It's not competitive.
Supposed to be,
anymore.
right?
Right, it's
Society
supposed to be.
tells us to be
Yeah,
competitive.
but it's not
Not
anymore.
Uh-uh.
If anyone,
We're cheering
every
for 'em.
We're
restaurant,
loving on each
if
other.
every restaurant, every business in Spruce Pine, Yancey, Mitchell County, and Avery County, if every business around here grows 100%, that's just beautiful.
Yes.
What
and
we
that's what we
want.
want.
Yes, we do.
You
Yeah.
want everybody to get back, and you want everybody to have their income and have their family, and just get back to normal life.
Right.
And it's going to be a long time before normal life happens.
Right.
It will, but we're closer every day.
But for y'all, your journey is unique because not only are you did you rebuild the business, right? So like, for example, some of my projects, once I get them home, then they're home,
Yeah.
right? So then they can process the getting home. That's a lot of times once they get moved in, they're there about a month, and that's when it all kind of starts to settle,
Settle down.
right? And we
Yeah.
maybe have a come apart or, some process and some feelings. But for y'all, it was go, 11 very hard months.
Yes.
And then CO, and then opening day.
Yeah.
And then go. So you've not had
No, we weren't very
That
smart.
no,
Yeah,
you
we
are
weren't
very
very
smart.
that
Yeah.
ribbon ceremony,
That was powerful.
That was powerful.
I
It was.
never would have imagined something like that. I didn't even know you were standing next to me until I looked at the pictures.
Yeah.
I didn't know who was around me. I was crying so hard. And then I remember Travis from the town saying, "Hey, we just had to block the road."
Yeah.
And I turned around. I mean, this is minutes into
Yes.
this. And I turned around and I went, "Oh my goodness." I
Yeah.
had no idea the amount of
This place
people
was
that were-
packed.
And man, the amount of love that you feel from that,
Yes.
and the humbleness and the gracious. I mean, there's not enough words to come up with the
Yeah.
feelings that we had from that. It was a big impact on me.
And we're still having them every day.
Yeah.
We're
But y'all gave us
reconnecting with
strength.
people. We're reconnecting with people every day.
Yeah.
And that's a blessing.
Yeah.
It is. It makes us feel good. It makes us feel that it's worth it. And it is worth it. thank God we're back to getting a paycheck again.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
It's nice to have a paycheck.
Yes. Had a closing today.
Had a closing. Woo. Yes. Yes.
Someone's talking to us.
I see. Miss Linda says, "Love meeting Tricia yesterday. We were the yellow shirts with Baptist on mission.
Oh, yay. I loved y'all being here.
We love y'all coming. We want everybody to come."
I personally stop every time I see an organization or a volunteer that comes through and helping this county. I will personally stop and talk to them and thank them repeatedly over and over, because I want everyone to understand how much we love them coming,
Yes.
sacrificing their time and their life to come help all of us.
Has
We had
made
a
significant
we had a
impacts.
volunteer from up north come back in today.
Yes.
Who helped us
Yes.
when we were removing our floors. That was 8 months ago.
Oh,
Y'all had
8
huge
months ago.
tile in
Yeah,
here. I
yeah.
mean, and the mud had gotten under the tile.
Oh yeah, all the tile had
No, it
come up,
was-
but it was
horrible.
so nice to see her and to have her come through. And
I told
just-
Trish, I said, I recognize that girl. I didn't know who it was. She recognized her
it's just
immediately.
overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hundreds of volunteers that it took, and all those people that came down, just like the one we're talking about and stuff, we had all those people show up in different organizations, of course, brought them in, and let them know about what was going on. And it was, I still think back to the little redhead
Yeah,
that wouldn't stop.
Mr. David, go sit down. Mr.
I mean,
David, go sit
I
down.
I cry
That's
about
what she-
that because,
Yeah, she did our
the-
bathrooms.
oh my
She
goodness,
destroyed the bathrooms because
it was
was rough.
crazy. And
she was so awesome.
but these people that just came in and busted their butts,
Right.
For people they didn't know, and the people we've come to know during all of this. And, unfortunately, if half of them walked in here, I probably wouldn't recognize them because of the stress that we were under. And some of them I would, of
So
course.
please, if you come
Yeah.
in, tell us who you are.
Please say
Yeah.
hello.
Because I have
Um,
mentally blocked out a lot of it.
It's
So-
easy to do.
Oh yeah.
I had a guy from the parking lot come in today, and he's like, "Do you remember me?" And I'm like,
Sure.
"Yeah, yeah, I think so." It's total trauma block.
David was doing an interview the other day, and I was standing behind the camera, and he looked at me a certain way, and he got choked up, and it was what he was talking about, and I had this immediate flashback to that moment that he was talking about, and it's like I hadn't thought about it, and then I'm behind the camera just crying. I'm
Yes.
crying. Everyone's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm fine."
Yeah,
It hits you. Because you had to get up, keep going, and move, and just keep getting things done, and answer 1,000 questions every single day, and just go. And your heart and your head sometimes needs to figure out a way to realign it.
Right.
And that's when all this got done, we just stepped back and we both sit here and say to ourselves, "How did we do this?
Yeah.
How is this done?"
Yeah.
And now we're running a restaurant again, and that's a whole nother.
And not just, but it is DTs, but it's the new DTs.
And it's the new DTs with a new GM. Go Taylor.
Yes, we love Taylor.
We love
Taylor's
Taylor.
amazing.
Um,
But we have incredible new furniture.
yeah.
We have an incredible new kitchen. And it's 3 times the size,
Well, I
4
mean,
times the size,
if you're gonna do it,
10
do it
times
right.
the size.
You're right.
That's
It's a
our
lot
motto.
bigger.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it right.
He
It's a lot
did.
bigger and it's still not big enough.
And it's
Yeah.
still not big enough.
I
But I
love
said,
that.
if we're gonna go this far in debt, I want to grill. Let's
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
Let's do what we've talked about for 20 years that we didn't have the capability.
So
of
don't tell
doing.
my breakfast cook that we've got a new breakfast menu and you heard it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we want you all to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're
We
gonna
have
keep
an
our breakfast
incredible breakfast
Yeah.
right here. Of course, everybody should have the Calamity. That's my favorite. I dreamed about the Calamity. I would dream about
She
it.
would text me literally, and I don't know, maybe month 4 or 5, and you were like, "I need a Calamity," and it just made me laugh. And I would just giggle so hard
I did. She's like, "Why are you helping me?" I'm like, "Because I'm hungry."
because I want my Calamity back.
Because I lost 50 pounds in the parking lot and I'm hungry. I've gained a good bit of it back. It's fine. I need to eat. But
So we decided today we're doing a Team Taylor shirt.
We're
Okay,
going to come
Taylor.
up with some new shirts because everybody seems to love our
Yes.
shirts. So we're going to come up with a couple of new interesting shirts.
I
for
love that.
everybody. Yeah.
I love that. It matters. And people want to support us.
Oh yeah.
The Rebuild and Hollers logo, it's everywhere.
Oh,
I've had
it's
people,
in my closet.
yeah. It matters. It
I know.
matters to bring awareness when you're wearing something. It supports us.
Yeah.
Of course, we love Taylor.
My favorite is when the people I've never even met before, thanks to Taylor, she's an amazing social media presence for us. And
She's
people-
behind all the TikToks we were watching for months.
everything.
Behind everything.
She's behind everything.
Yes.
And these people would come up to us and say, well, you don't know me, but I started following you after the storm because of your social media presence, and I've been praying for you. And immediately stop them and say, I felt your prayers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
Yes.
then for them to travel up here
Yes.
just to have lunch with us. And then I'm like, hey, while you're here, go check out Treasures in the Pines.
Yeah.
Hey, go down here.
Yes.
And try to tell them other different places
Exactly.
to go and check out all the new places that are open up. And you know,
It's huge.
supporting our local economy.
Yeah.
And
It's
a big
huge. And what
deal.
people don't realize, I mean, our in Mitchell County specifically, it was like 70% of our businesses were wiped out.
Oh yeah.
Like I know I have 5 rebuilds for downtown, just this downtown area. I have 5.
And I thank you for that.
Well, I mean, I love Spruce Pine.
I know, but
And if we don't rebuild, then what? I mean, I
I know.
knew when we were all holding our breath. And when you said, I'm rebuilding, I was like, I got to figure out a way to make sure they get what they need. I mean, it was so many people were part of me continuing to evolve into rebuilding Hollers
yeah.
because for 7 weeks, it was just me and my family and my friends, just trying to do whatever we could to help. When it became, okay, no, this is a life change. You have to do something big.
Yeah.
It was because of my friends like you that I knew needed
Help.
we okay, if we're going to do this, the town can't survive without you. And I know that sounds weird for y'all but y'all are like me. We're just nobodies. What do you mean? But because in a town, you have to have an anchor, just like this store was a Belk's, right? That Belk's would have been what started getting people down here shopping.
Right.
You are what people come for, and then they can explore the community.
It's been really hard to process that.
Yeah. That's okay.
comment.
Just be like, okay.
Yeah. And in the beginning we were like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we were.
But
we
you
were,
noticed that
yeah.
right when y'all opened, though, did you? I was coming down here, and it was everything is construction, and then the moment y'all were open, now we have people back down here.
cars,
I mean,
shopping.
it changed everything.
Yeah.
The day you opened
Yeah,
it was a brand new Spruce
Yeah, and
Pine.
it started, of course. We had the Thai restaurant open,
Yes.
prior to us.
And then
And
Treasure in the Pines,
Yes.
got
and
open
then
and
Hair
stuff.
Craft.
Yes.
Yeah, so
We came in
Yeah.
on the tail end of some things already starting to move. But
Yeah.
I will tell you that when those 3-4 places opened, seeing cars down here was weird.
Yeah.
Hey, Tina,
Because
got to say hey to Tina, Tricia's sister.
Tricia and Dave
I
have
love
shown
you.
everyone a whole new level of their strength, resilience, truly inspiring. They're incredible, aren't they?
that's my sister.
That's your
She has to
sister?
say that.
I'm agreeing with your sister. We love you very much.
Well, we were talking today in the interview, and something I have flashbacks to, as far as like yourself getting involved. It was the people that we had around us, the local people, and the volunteers coming in, helping and everything else, but getting it organized to a point of actually making it happen.
Right.
Okay. That's where the people around us came together. We didn't know squat about building a restaurant.
Right.
We've
had
now.
a restaurant. Okay. We've
We
had a
do
restaurant,
now.
but we
Yeah.
never had to build
Build a
to
restaurant.
we did back in our first, but it was just a coffee shop back then,
Yeah.
a little cafe or whatever. Now it's grown into more of a restaurant. But the people we had around us that came to us just with guidance,
Yes.
Yeah.
with guidance
Love and
was
guidance.
huge.
Yeah.
Huge. I'll call out Zan's the star. Zan's a friend of mine. He's here in the community. He's a pillar in this community, and he guided me.
Yeah.
Because I, honest to God, had no idea where to start.
Right.
And
James,
like,
our plumber.
yeah, James Young. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many people. And we can't sit here and name them all. Of
No,
course,
but
okay?
there was a lot.
But there was a lot.
that stepped up to help
Yes.
us
Yeah.
and be
Yes.
there.
I'm going
for
to call
us.
out Matt Miller.
Yeah.
My God, what he did
I don't
for
know.
this town.
I don't think people understand what Matt Miller did for this community.
Yeah, he was down here with his trucks from the get-go, cleaning all this out of
And
here.
He
All
didn't
this
ask for a
mess.
thing. He
didn't.
just and his
did
his employees were so gracious and so nice and so helpful. And I mean, we're
They
talking
weren't
to
doing
people,
a pleasant job.
No, they're
It
picking
wasn't.
up the
Yeah.
and they're moving it away, and we're like, because I mean, I remember when I walked in on day 3, and I got stuck in the mud up to my knees at this pole right here because this window was out, and I said, Lord, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? And then when you walk back in the next day, you go to bed, you wake up, you throw your pants on, you have no idea what's going to happen that day. You drive down here, and all these volunteers start showing up, and you're just like, what? And those are answered prayers. And then Matt Miller's team shows up, and all these people. I mean,
there's so many people that went out in the community.
Yeah.
Not just, the downtown. Okay.
Out, yeah.
It happened everywhere.
Everywhere,
all right?
everywhere.
Everybody put their pants on and said, let's go
Let's
to
do
work.
it. Yeah.
Getting us out of our neighborhood.
Yeah.
Everybody's neighborhoods, not just ours.
Yeah,
Everybody's neighborhoods.
yeah.
You couldn't get anywhere.
Mm-mm.
And
No phone, no internet, no
nothing.
power.
I
Nothing.
think about all the firefighters and
EMTs
and police and
Yeah.
everybody who got to throw it Stephanie Wiseman, but what they had to go through
Yeah.
and mentally and physically, and then had to stop at one point because it was too sketchy.
Right.
I can't even imagine. I've talked to so many friends in those fields, and I've tried to understand what they've gone through, and there's no way. Just like they'll never understand what we went through.
Right.
I mean, but we all have the same heart and compassion of
This
Gotta
is
get
our
it done.
yeah.
It's a lot.
This is our
a
family.
lot.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is our family. But I think that says so much to the small mountain communities, right?
Oh,
There's a
yeah.
reason because we're from the same place.
Yeah.
Like I'm from Harrisburg, outside of Charlotte. Y'all are from Charlotte, and you got here 5 years before I did.
Yeah.
And we moved here for a reason.
Oh yeah.
Because we wanted the small town life.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't speak for y'all, but I wanted to raise my daughter in a place where people still waved, where people were still kind. And now to me, I'm still living the mountain dream. We're still,
We are.
This is why we're here.
The Lord
because-
told us to move up here. That's why we moved up
Yeah.
here.
You know my
And,
story. I followed the
I
stars.
didn't think that I'd actually stay here this whole time.
Yeah.
And now, like, our son was like, okay, y'all ready to move to Greenville? We're like, no,
No.
honey. When you go
This is
through
home
what
now.
we've been through, this is home. This
Yes.
is where we will retire. This
Yeah.
is it. I would never want to leave
Yeah.
now
No.
with what we've been through.
No.
I couldn't imagine it.
No, there's too many people that have our hearts.
Yeah.
And I think we have some of their hearts, and that's what it's all about.
Right.
It
That's right.
is about the love.
Yeah. I'll never
It's
forget
all about the love.
that morning. It wasn't the morning. I think it was day 3 or 4 when I finally got out of my holler and had enough signal to call my brother. I called my brother and I said, Dave, I'm okay. His name's also David. And he goes, Steffi, it's time to come home. The stern big brother. He's 10 years older than me. And I'm like, Dave, I am home and I'm going to need you to send me some food. I mean, like
Pack up your vehicle.
That's
Come on.
funny because Tina and Shauna are like, we're on our way. I'm like, do not come on this
Yes.
mountain. A, you can't get up here. B, I do not need to worry about you. No,
Right.
stay where you are.
Yes.
They were trying to come save. And then
Right.
his twin, who always saves the day for us,
Yeah.
Derek, he ended up coming up and saving the day for us. So, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
And they did. My brother and my sister both, they started immediately, a big collection thing. And they started getting truckloads up here the next day.
Yeah.
But because that's what, I was doing over there,
know,
but it was,
But that's
okay,
probably what motivated you.
I
Yeah.
want to talk about this.
Same
so,
thing.
in the beginning, when this all started in Roses, we had internet maybe 20 minutes a day if we
Yeah.
were lucky at our shelter, right? And we'd go on just to scroll real quick, see if anybody knew or if we were
Yeah.
searching for anybody. And I remember seeing a couple of posts of you.
Yeah.
And I thought, what's she doing, man? She's out in the Roses parking lot. And I didn't really connect all the dots because, again, nobody's thinking
We
clearly.
didn't have communication.
We
Right.
didn't know.
yeah, you had to go to the parkway
Yeah.
to get a little bit of signal.
And when did we get in touch with each other? It was a
It
couple
was
months in.
it was a little while in,
because
because I was still doing it. I didn't start
you
getting.
left Roses. Where'd you go after Roses?
So we were still in Roses Park Complex, but we were in the Dollar General.
okay.
Yeah.
So
and we were
that's-
squatting,
Yes.
right? And I knew I had to do something big, but I was just trying to get people what they needed.
right.
And so when I finally decided, okay, Rebuilding Hollers is born, we're going to actually go, this is what I'm going to do, then I could start getting money to make a real difference.
See, but that's what freaked me out when you called.
Yeah.
Or I called you.
No, I called you.
Okay.
I sent you a message first
I
saying,
remember.
yeah,
And I was like, David, Stephanie wants to help us. Like, what do I tell her?
I was like, Stephanie, who?
yeah.
I was like, what do I tell her? Like, I mean,
We
That's
needed
where it all
supplies.
started.
Yeah.
But that's where it all started.
But
You ordered the first truck of supplies for
Yeah.
us.
so there were so many people like me and David after the storm happened that, yes, our home was damaged. Yes, our business was lost. And we still felt so grateful that we were okay.
Right.
That when people were like, what do you need? We were like, no, we don't need anything.
Right.
Just go help someone else. Go help someone that, their house is gone.
Right.
And David's brother called us one night and basically said, I don't think you two realize the situation you're in. And he kind of shook us to our core a little bit. And he's like, you need to start accepting help. And I swear it was that phone call that the next place we went, I just remember someone saying, "Do you need any gas?" And we were like, "Actually, we do. We only have a day's worth." And then they handed us that gas. Remember that?
Yep.
And then the next place we went, "Do you need some water?" And I was like, "Actually, I only have a day's worth. Yes, I do need water." And so then we started trying to figure out how to humbly accept the help.
Yes.
And then you just have to continue to grow from that. Where I'm going with this story is that's how we've all changed.
Right.
That's how we've all evolved.
You had to learn. You had to learn to receive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's for people like us,
That's
people
hard.
like you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
To
hard.
see the same mentality we are. It's hard to receive. And God had to do that for us. We had to
Yeah.
give into that
Yes.
because it was a pride thing.
Yeah.
You know, we don't need help. We don't need help. But we did need help.
We did.
Yeah.
And by God, we got help.
That's right.
Yeah.
By
That's
God,
right.
we got help.
Yeah.
And that changed it all.
It did.
It changed it all.
That's what
It
Rose's parking lot was about. You know, is there were people that had, you know, no power, no food, no internet.
Yeah.
I had neighbors that didn't even have water on day one.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and so when we finally got out of our holler, I didn't realize how bad it was until we got out. And then I was like, holy cow. And part of me wanted to go back.
Yeah.
Right. Because like, this is too much. When I got out in the community, this is too much, but then God wouldn't let me. And it was about making sure, okay, people don't have power. They don't have food. They don't have water. You know, we can't buy anything because all the stores were closed. I mean, the Ingles here is still gone.
Yeah.
You know, and so I just wanted to just get people what they needed.
Right.
Like so many others. We had so many incredible distribution places all over.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful for that because the need was so real.
That was very humbling.
Yeah.
It was. And, you know, when you think about all these people you got to give a shout out to, and I'm gonna give a shout out to Hoyt, the Big Lynn Lodge.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What that
Man
man
took
did
care
for
of
us.
us for 2 weeks, fed us,
Yeah.
let us take an occasional shower.
It was amazing.
Um,
I mean, we were covered head to toe in mud. I think.
Yeah,
But we-
exactly.
But we could go up there, and that also was a place you could get internet.
Yes.
Right.
And we could get up to him. That was the road. The
Behind
people
our
that lived on
house.
it,
Yeah.
they were able to, you know, get it clear enough for people to get up there, which helped us maintain communication with the outside world.
Right.
But, you know, everyone's right. What you were saying, you didn't know how bad it was till you actually got out.
That's right.
You know, we didn't know till the second day that we lost the
store.
store. We didn't know because we were trapped.
Right.
We had no idea until our neighbor, and I'm going to leave him nameless at the moment because I'll never forget him bringing that video and a gallon of water to us saying, "Hey, you want to see your building?"
And
We
were
thought
like,
we did
"What?"
not know we lost the building.
Right.
We had
You
no
just thought it
idea.
was tornadoes. I
We
mean, you
just
just thought it
thought
was
it was-
storms. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
when we were all out in the front of the neighborhood, and we were all just kind of met up. I love the way that works. And
Yeah.
we were all trying to chainsaw our way out. We were discussing how lucky we were and how blessed we were that it was just wind and it wasn't water, and that we were so worried about the water. And then later that day is when we found out it really was water. It was still there at the end of day 2, and it was still there. So, yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Still incredible to this day.
Yeah.
You know, what happened up
I
here.
love what we've created for this community. I love what we've created for ourselves. I think we will always be a little heartbroken about the things that we lost, but that's where we both step back and say
It was just material.
it's just materialistic possessions.
And
I mean,
look what you've
obviously,
grown
I could-
into.
look,
I mean,
I rebuild obviously,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
We've got to give a shout out to our staff if we can do that.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
had some staff members that have stuck through this with us. Didn't know if we were going to get a paycheck. Didn't know.
and they
loved
went from
us.
cooking to doing carpentry
Oh, yeah.
and painting and
Yeah.
staining.
Some of
and-
them did.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not all of them.
Not all of them. But
But
no,
that's
we
pretty
did.
cool.
But
Great
they
people
believed
stuck
in
with
us.
us.
And
Yes.
I think that helped us.
It did.
Because
They had no reason to believe in us.
no,
You know.
but they were like, we loved our job. We want to come back and
Yeah.
we want to be a part of this. And I'm telling you, we got tight with these people.
Yeah.
They are officially my family now. I mean, they
Yes.
were before anyways, but now it's like a whole new level because we've all grown up, we've all matured, we've all changed.
We don't get as stressed out now. as we
Isn't
used
that
to get.
amazing?
Believe it or not, and I know y'all probably don't believe that out there in the world.
We
But we
don't get
don't.
that stressed out anymore.
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't even try to cut people anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
We're
look,
just
I mean, I don't do
You're
well.
not supposed to do that anyway. Okay. I'm just saying.
Look, I'm just saying that was part of my personality. Y'all. I mean, I still carry the knife. You know, it's in
Right,
my
but you
pocket,
just
but
don't reach for
I
it
don't
now.
show it to people as
Right.
often as I used to.
No, you're not. No, you're
I
not
just cut boxes with mine
Yeah,
now.
just
Yeah,
boxes.
okay.
Just boxes.
But you know, it's true. There is like a whole, it's like a grace of, tomorrow's a huge day, crazy things going on. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going to show up. It's going to be fine.
We're going to be tired either
Yeah.
way. It doesn't matter.
Everybody keeps asking
doesn't
me if
matter.
I'm going to a vigil or anything, and I mean, everybody's response is going to be different
Yes.
because everybody's journey is different.
But our visual will be here tomorrow,
Yes.
serving our people.
I
That's
I don't-
to us.
I
That's
love
a
that.
visual.
That is
Yeah.
powerful.
That is,
That's
we're
so
gonna-
beautiful.
We're going to serve our people, and
You're going to be
I mean,
open.
I'm going to cry a
and they're
lot.
serving
I have a
us.
feeling, but
they're serving us.
Yes.
Because they're helping us make an income.
yeah.
And we can't. I mean, we can't
Again,
say
it's
enough for that.
it's that's part of their healing journey.
Yeah.
Just
They're
like
they're
it's
getting their
part of ours.
calamities.
Stop it with
'Cause-
calamities.
Y'all don't know how bad it was.
We'll start shipping these out very
'Cause
soon.
they're
You
so
you just contact me. We'll
good.
ship them out.
They're so
We'll
good.
flash freeze them for you and ship them.
I'm so proud of the amount of growth that I've seen in the
Yeah.
community. The people the younger people that before the storm, and now they're like adults, and I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say,
Yes.
but
There's a lot of arrogance that left people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Arrogance is left,
Yes.
yeah,
and that's
love's come
that's
back.
Mhm.
yeah, love's
Hey,
come back, and I
what a
think
concept.
the further we can get from arrogance,
Yes.
the better we all
Yeah.
are.
And
Yeah.
working together, right? Like we
Yeah.
were talking about, so Hef's is opened
Yeah,
Yep.
and we're so excited about that.
yeah,
And the Mad Hatter is
Yeah.
open. And so to come down tonight when I was pulling down, and I know
Cars
y'all close
everywhere.
at 5.
yeah.
The grill stops at 4:30,
Yeah.
and you're not getting nothing. It don't matter. You can have ice
It's
cream.
4:45 actually, not
You
4:30.
can
But yeah.
you can have a muffin,
Yeah.
but you're not getting cooked anything. And so I was like, this is great. There's still things going down
Yeah,
here,
we
other
love it.
restaurants.
We loved it too. That's when we come down here and
Yeah.
look at it. We love seeing downtown busy at night.
Yes.
And we would open at night, but we've just decided, I mean,
Family's too important.
Yes.
no, God, family, business.
Yes.
And we're just at the age, and we've worked so hard. We were open at night for what, 14 years?
Yep.
13, 14 years. And that was enough.
Well, and you I think the best thing in business is to know what you're great at
Yes.
and stay in that.
Stay in
Because
lane.
that
Yeah.
way it gives other people
That's
the chance to
exactly
make
right.
up the dinner meal. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Gives
ever
us a chance to go out and eat dinner.
Exactly.
Which is
Exactly.
nice, supporting the community as
because
well.
you're here very early.
Yeah, he is.
What time are you here?
Staff's here by 4.
4
4 in the morning.
a.m.
Yeah.
Used to be 3.
Yeah.
We've cut back.
We're chilling now.
We're
Since
getting
the
older.
storm, we're
getting
chilling
older.
back. It's
That's
4 a.m. now.
amazing. And I have you here late tonight. I am so
It's all right.
sorry.
And he gets to go to bed late.
Yeah.
I will curse you tomorrow.
I know. I'll
It's
come
okay.
get breakfast.
Yeah, you-
No, I won't.
no,
No,
you won't.
tomorrow's
Not tomorrow,
crazy.
you
Oh, tomorrow's crazy.
Come by next week.
Yeah, I will. It's gonna be good.
No.
I'm just so proud of y'all. I just
Thank you.
love y'all like crazy. And I love the calamity, but not as much as I love y'all.
We love you too.
And I'm so proud of you for
And I'd still love you even if you didn't help me. And I
Yeah.
need you to know that.
of course. I know
Okay.
that. We were friends way before
I
the
know
storm.
this.
But my friends, the insanity, because one day Tyler looked at me and he said, Steph, you have to stop. Right? And I said, you don't understand. I
Yeah.
can't. I'm not in control of this.
Yeah.
I can't
It's
stop.
out of my control
Yeah.
now.
I'm sorry,
When
but
you
this
have a capability, when someone comes to you and says, I need help.
Yeah.
To be able to say no.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
not in your
so-
blood.
here's the thing, just like what you were talking about with construction, right?
Right.
It's hard. And if you don't know the processes and procedures, it's nearly impossible.
Yeah.
And my background is I know that stuff.
Yeah.
I have an understanding of so many things that are unusual for a woman. You
Yes.
know what I mean? And also, I mean, it's just unusual. But I have to, why else did God teach me that?
Exactly.
Why did he let me have those lessons at different phases of my life if I weren't supposed to use them?
Be prepared for this.
Yeah. And so that's why, is because people need guidance. They
Yeah.
need help. And not everything is about making a buck.
Yeah.
And so many people, and that's kind of been one of my pet peeves is I had a guy today, his bridge is compromised. And there's people coming in from off. Well, I could fix it for 50,000 or 75,000. And I'm sitting here in my mind and I'm like, okay, so wait a minute. If we divert the creek, I'm immediately planning how to fix this bridge. Not that I'm a bridge engineer, but I'm not an idiot.
Right.
And the reality is we just need to get some forms up and get some more concrete poured. And there's a way to do that doesn't cost $50,000 or $75,000.
Right.
So we can come up with ideas, bring in a bona fide to confirm we're good, and then we can get it done and we're back on to the next project, So So I have to use that ability, and that's what I'm trying to do. And now how it's evolved even farther is we were using that knowledge to give people guidance where it's
And
not.
hope.
Yeah.
You're giving them hope.
You
know,
don't
that's
understand
huge.
when you do your podcast every week and you do your little segment in
Yeah.
the beginning. I was sitting there listening to you and I was watching you beam.
Yeah.
And it's so important for everyone to understand what you're doing.
Yeah.
And the monies that are coming into your organization and how you're spending it.
Yeah.
And not everybody does that.
500
No.
projects. You can
Over.
spend a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, and I
Lot of
hit
money.
on my big ones, but the truth is, I mean, I share maybe 10% of
I
what we're
know.
doing.
Yep.
You know, because if I were to tell everybody everything I did every day, then
They'd be
Exhausting.
bored to death.
yeah, they'd be bored. They'd be like, "Oh,
I
are you
can't listen to
serious?
this."
Yeah, this is crazy." But it matters to
It
me. It
does.
matters to me that people know we're making progress.
Yep.
That people, you know, we're getting people home, but also like the new projects coming in, right? Like Project 32 is very important to me because the truth is, when she first came to me, she has a very unique situation. I sent her to the bigger guys. I send people to the big guys. I need
Yeah.
y'all to know that about me.
Yeah.
I don't try to be like, "You're mine." I mean,
No.
I
you
tried
need
to-
help
I'm
them.
this big. So I say, "Okay, let's go check with this. Go check with this. Let's make it.
Yes.
I'm calling my direct connection there. Hey, friend, can you get them in?
Yeah.
They lost their house." And then they get promises. I get promises. "Oh, yeah, we got them in." And then they fall through.
Yeah.
And then they're promised something and it never happens.
Yeah.
And I take that very personal.
Sure.
You know, like if you can't, if everybody else is failing you,
Yeah.
I'm not going to fail you.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to come through, but I'm not going to fail. God's going to do it. God does it. But
Give it
you
to
know, so
God.
it's, I want people to see how we're doing it. And I want people to be a part of it. I need them to be a part of it. My sponsors are significant. Today, I got a call from my friend Brian at Evelyn Charities.
Yeah.
They've been a huge sponsor of ours. And I was so thankful for him because he's very much doing the exact same thing I am, but for a massive 40-year nonprofit. And we've made huge friends. And so he'll call me and, you know, he just called to check in today. How are you? How's your, you know, how you feeling? And I'm like, you know, I'm vibrating, but I'm not vibrating in a good way. I'm not vibrating the way I was when we set 118. I'm vibrating. I feel, you know, because we have all these emotions and all this rain and all the things going on.
Yeah.
And so it's just, it's incredible the connections that we have made. But Brian has become a huge friend to me because he understands what I'm going through.
Yep.
You know, as a nonprofit, trying to raise money, trying to bring awareness, and trying to be so incredibly legit.
Yes.
You know, where we see all these other nonprofits doing weird stuff and goofy stuff. And why are they getting a house and they didn't need a house and they actually need a house? And,
Right.
you know, all this, there's weird stuff going on.
I know.
And so I can't say that publicly because then they'll be like, "Oh, well, you're just jealous." There's no jealousy here.
No.
I just want people to put the money where it needs to go. And then I could check mark like, okay, so-and-so took care of them. I don't have to.
Yeah.
I just want other people
Like
to do what they say they're
Project
going to do.
14.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you're on the 105 now, baby. Y'all are on the 105 done list, you know, and that matters to me. And it was, you know, I didn't start keeping up. I mean, I did keep up in my spreadsheet, but I wasn't keeping account of what I had got done until Harley Masters says, "Well, so you tell us about everything you're doing, but what have you got done?" And I was like, "Well, that's a great question. Let me start calculating that."
Yeah.
Because I have so much going on that it was a great question, you know. So then we were able to go through, and I'm like, "Oh, we've got 41 done. Oh, we got 85 done. Holy cow!" You know what I mean? So it's because not everybody needs a full rebuild.
Sure.
I have 41 full rebuilds. I had 44 roofs. I had 17 wells. I had, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
22 foundations. They're all different. Everybody needs something a little different.
Well, thank God it's not 500 rebuilds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're
That's
actually,
just, I
though,
know they're out there.
they're out
They're
there.
I know.
They're
I
out
mean,
there.
there's new ones coming every day that, you know, like we had a new lady walk in that she was out of town during the storm and has been out of town most of the time and has come back. And now her house, of course, was flooded and was molded. And now she's sleeping on a porch. It's going to be winter soon. You know, we can't have people in tents on a porch.
Winter's
No.
coming.
You know,
Winter
so
is
it's
coming.
just, you know, some people are just now finding the strength to come back and deal with the situation.
I understand that too.
And that's, you know, me and Jody talked today, a friend of ours, and you know, we were talking. Winter is coming.
Yeah.
People are going to need buddy heaters replaced. People are
Yep.
going to still be needing
I hate
this
buddy
winter.
heaters.
I know.
Yeah,
but
there's
Do you know
gonna be
like
so much
15 of
need.
them caught fire last year at minimum? This 15 I know about.
Wow.
They're so dangerous.
Wow.
They're so dangerous. What freaks me out, and this is what I'm panicking about. So when you are in an RV in the winter, it condensates. So you got the heat going inside.
Right.
So the heat is warming up, but then it's condensating on the outside. And then you freeze
Freeze
in.
in.
yeah.
And so like everybody that stayed in a camper
Sorry,
told
guys.
me at one point or another they had to kick their way out. They're kicking their way out of a tin can in the middle of winter. And that is what bothers me. That is what's got me freaking out. Like, okay, what can I do to line these
Do
walls?
you know how many people we have left in Mitchell County or Yancey County that are in trailers?
I know in Yancey County, I feel like I've got about 300. Yeah. And I know I keep meeting them over here too. I mean, this week I met with 2 that are still in campers over here. And, you know, a lot of things people, there's easily 300 between the 2, but I think there's at least 300 in Yancey. But a lot of times in the campers, they don't have running water.
Sure.
So we have so many people that don't have running water. They're not getting just basic human needs are not met. So many springs and wells are busted weekly. I bet we're up to probably 50 wells that really need wells and springs that need to be redone.
Okay, plumbers, we need you.
Yeah.
Come to our
Yeah.
area,
Yeah.
please.
I mean, it's serious. And some of it's just the plumbing from, you know, maybe it's the pump. The pump
Right.
sucked up the salt, but people don't have the money to fix it.
Right.
You know, a well pump's $3,000.
Right.
And so it's just, there's so many different elements to, this is insane. And it's still insane. And it's going until, you know, and so, you know, my biggest beef right now is with the government, as it always has been. I don't talk about it a lot because I don't want to point fingers. You know, I just want to do my part to help. But the reality is they're telling everybody, we're sending money. We got hurricane relief. We've got all this stuff. And we're not seeing it.
So we had the Secretary of Labor came
Oh,
in last
yeah.
week.
How did that go?
It was good. He came in, he asked, he thanked me. David unfortunately wasn't able to be in this meeting, and he thanked us for rebuilding and creating new jobs for the community. And just talking to him, and I asked him a simple question. And I said, how can a mom and pop who have a really high credit score go out and borrow enough money and put us 30 years in debt and rebuild in a year, but we can't get Ingalls open?
Yeah.
One of our 3rd largest employer on the mountain. And he said, I don't know. I'll have to look into that. And I thought, yeah.
But it's still a private company. Well,
Yeah.
I say private company. It is a company within itself, and you know, they have to make those decisions internally.
Well,
You know,
I know.
on what they do.
I just would like to hear more people
Something,
talk about it.
yeah.
Just more people. And I think all of our
But our
community
how about can we
leaders
get our
are-
government working at the same level?
Right.
I read an article just the other day. It's actually on my socials, and they were talking about the state was saying, you know, we have so much red tape to go through. It's easier for the nonprofits to rebuild people and to help people.
I read that.
And I'm like, well, then get us the money.
I read that. Yeah.
Like I can show you efficiency. You want to see a penny squeeze
yeah.
to no end?
Yeah.
Give it to me. I will figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're not giving money where it needs to go.
Yeah.
It's all being held up at these different bureaucratic agencies. And I don't know anything about politics, and I don't even care about politics. And all I know is I feel like they are blocking me from helping the community. You know, they're not blocking me. Nothing's going to stop me. But it sure would be good if they're telling everybody they've sent all this money and nobody's seeing the money.
Right.
Nobody's seeing the money here.
Well, that takes me to we've had a lot of people come in the last month now, and they're shocked because they find out we didn't get any insurance money.
Right.
And I'm like, well, I didn't have flood insurance. Why would I?
Yeah.
I'm nowhere near the river. I mean, it's in front of me, but it's way down there. Yeah.
Down there. You can't even see it from here.
So people, I think a lot of people don't realize. I think they thought, oh, well, they've got insurance and insurance covered it. And insurance did not cover for any business on Lower Street and anywhere else that flooded if they didn't have it. And 2 people I know that did have it, they only got like partial help. They didn't even get full help.
So most of mine that had flood insurance, if they got anything, they got their mortgage paid off.
Oh,
Right.
okay,
So
good.
most flood insurance is written to protect the mortgage, not
That's
the
it.
homeowner.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
It's not for
anything.
replacement.
It's
cost.
not for replacement costs.
just
It's for
pays
more.
off the
It pays
mortgage.
off the mortgage.
And then what do you do?
Whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's just like us in our situation. I mean,
Now we've got 2 mortgages.
Yeah.
You know, so
and I mean, that's
It's hard.
fine.
Yeah.
That's
well,
fine.
but getting back to the government and the money and stuff, it would be nice as far as how many times have we said, okay, well, there's $15 billion approved.
Yeah.
Where's the money?
Where's it?
Right, where is it going? And like I said, all that gets tied up in the red tape, and that's sad. And smarter people than us that know what's going on, and we don't know what's going on, but it's a general public thing.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what's going on.
Nobody
as far
knows
as general public is concerned.
Can I make a joke?
Yeah, make a joke. Make us
Remember
laugh.
in the 80s, where's the beef?
Yeah. Yeah. Where is it? I got the beef.
Every time someone says, where's the money? That's what I think of.
Yeah.
I just sit there and go, what's going on?
Yeah. So we don't know. I did not qualify for any. I applied for a North Carolina emergency management grant. It was for nonprofits that are helping people recover, and it was a reimbursement grant. So like at the time, this was like early April. I had raised and spent $275,000 in building materials. So I said, okay, I can prove to them how I got the money. I can prove to them exactly how I spent the money. That's exactly what I'll ask for.
Right.
I just thought I'll keep it simple. I don't want to go ask for $5 billion
Sure.
because that's too much.
Yeah.
But this is manageable, and I can show them what I can do.
Yeah.
They'll just give me a chance. They said no. They declined me, not immediately. They waited. I think that was April. We got our denial in August. And they said that it was because we are brand new. So we've not been in nonprofit business for 2 years, and because we help small businesses.
I know. When I heard that,
It's
I
a
almost
crying
cried.
shame. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It's a crying shame.
So I'm like,
So let me interrupt there
Yeah.
because that's what we were mentioning to the Secretary of Labor is, and we've mentioned this to multiple people. You can rebuild everyone's homes,
Yeah.
but if they don't have anywhere to go, they're not going to stay.
Yeah.
And if they don't have jobs, they're not
if-
going to stay.
and they don't have jobs, they're
small
not gonna stay.
businesses
Or
are what
businesses
run this
about-
think about
economy.
your large corporations
Yeah.
we have here, right? So you're going to bring people into your business for this large corporation, but if you don't have anywhere for them to do or
Yeah.
eat or stay
Yeah.
or go,
Or a
what's the-
grocery store.
Yeah.
or a grocery store.
I mean, you give the big guys tax breaks,
Right.
huge tax breaks
Right.
to bring jobs.
Right.
But you can't. It's
I
crazy.
know.
It's all very bizarre to me. But at the same time, it's basically just like saying, when someone tells me I can't do something,
Makes you want to do it even
yeah,
more.
it's a reaction, right?
Yeah.
So I'm reacting now. I'm like, oh, watch me.
Yeah.
And so it's just made me fight that much harder.
Yeah.
And now I've told, I don't have time for them.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I'll apply for another state grant. I'm not going to get it
We didn't
because
get
I'm not
any.
going to change
Did
what
we
I'm
get any
doing.
state?
We got one small state grant.
Yeah.
One small.
But we're not going to change.
Yeah.
So what's the deal?
Yeah.
So we'll just keep doing it this way because if I don't take their money, they can't tell me what to do.
Yep.
Exactly.
And I really don't like being told
Kind of
what to
like
do.
the SBA.
Yeah.
Here, you can have this money, but you got to pay it back in 3 years.
At 8%.
Yeah. I think
That's
yeah.
insane.
I know.
That's
I know.
insane. God.
We're
We're an hour in. Can y'all believe we have talked for an hour? I
Talked a
know.
lot more than that.
I know. So
It's a
before
blessing.
I'm so thankful to have y'all on tonight.
Thank
The
you.
community is crazy about you. Everybody was excited to see you on tonight.
I
And
don't know why.
they
but
kept asking, go have it at DT's. And I'm like, y'all close at 5:00. I didn't want to keep you out late, but I'm so thankful that you were agreeable to have meeting with me and
We
coming
love
on
you.
the show. Y'all know I'm crazy about y'all.
we want people to help your organization because we know. I wanted tonight to be about y'all understanding how much we still need. And
The need is great.
the need is great. The
and
volunteers,
If we don't keep it in the face, if
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
keep it in the public eye, then things are going to dwindle away and,
Yeah.
and we'll be forgotten about.
Yeah.
And we can't do that.
Cecilia will be up tomorrow, and the first place I'm going is DT's.
Thank you.
Hey, you want the calamity if you're here before 10:30.
Well, we will do breakfast till 11.
So
tomorrow.
clearly you're going to
And
have a
Saturdays.
Stephanie shirt,
And
right?
Yeah, exactly.
I do want to say one more
Big
time.
Stephanie.
I admire all of you volunteers, all of you people that have come out and selflessly given us your time, your sweat, your blood
Yeah.
sometimes.
And just
A lot
love.
more
your
times than
love.
often.
Yeah. And hugs and prayer. I mean,
Um,
like, it's big.
It
It's
is big.
huge. And I just wanted to say thank you.
Yeah.
Because I want to grow up to be like you.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how to say that, but
Yeah.
I want to grow up to be like you.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Keep
And
doing what you're doing.
yeah,
Keep
we're
doing what you're
trying to
doing.
do what we can do right now.
Yeah.
And that's helped spread awareness. And I just thank you. That's it.
Before we go off, it just struck me. We hit the hour, but there's one more story we got to tell people.
Okay.
Okay. And this one's a hard story, but I think it's important for people to know because I haven't talked about it
Okay.
because it really hurt my feelings.
Uh-oh.
You remember we went to a dinner together?
Oh, gosh, you scared
Oh,
me for
wow.
a minute.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know.
Okay, yeah.
I know.
What's she
You're like, what is
say,
she going
honey?
to talk about? Y'all, this is
We
crazy.
thought she was going to smack us really hard.
No,
and
no,
we didn't
no.
know why.
So we went to a dinner together. We were invited
Yes.
by an organization. And
For some
just
reason.
so for folks to kind of understand some of the stuff we've been through,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I don't think I've talked about this publicly. I feel certain I haven't because my heart was so broken about it. And so we were at this meal together, and we had the most beautiful steaks in front of us.
Yes.
I mean, it was good. And I was
It
like
was good.
4 bites into this steak. I hadn't had steak in months because
Yeah.
who can eat $100 steak? I mean,
Right.
I can eat it, but who can afford it, right?
Right, exactly.
So we're at this super fancy meal, first fancy meal I've been to forever.
Exactly.
I dressed up.
Yeah, you did. You looked so good. I didn't. I was still dirty
You were.
and boots, mud on my boots, but that's fine, right?
Yeah.
And so we're at this meal, and there's this guy that he was just a little feller, but he ran we suspect, I still don't know his name,
Right.
but he presented himself as a philanthropist, a billionaire philanthropist.
Yes.
And I had taken him to some of my projects earlier that day, and he was so impressed and he was so excited, and he was asking me all these questions. But at the dinner table, we're sitting there, and it got real sideways real fast. Real sideways. So he's sitting across from me.
Can I set the scene?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, so a long table, section over here, Steph's over here, and she's with her husband, Tyler, and they're talking to these people. And me and David are on this side, and we're talking to these people. And they're asking us about our community and, what's going on and what's happening. And we're just trying to fill everybody in. And then all of a sudden,
Because we were presented like these group of people were going to help us.
they were going to invest in us.
And help us, right?
And so then all of a sudden, the volume on the other side of the table gets really loud. And David and I are like, what's going on? What's going on?
Because Taylor's in between us.
Yes.
So it's me, Tyler, me, Taylor, you, David.
Yes.
We're a whole row of we will fight you. Okay.
Steph and I are a lot alike.
So much alike.
And I immediately start rearing up because I'm like, nobody's going to talk to my friend like this. This gentleman was
Out of line.
He was out of line. I think that's the nicest way to say that, especially for the situation of what we've been through. In our
Right.
life.
Like we've had the crap kicked out of us. We're finally enjoying $100 steak.
And he just kept pushing. He was poking the bear, people. He was poking the bear.
He was being so mean to me.
And
He said, "You can't, this is not how philanthropy works. You can't do it like this."
he kept asking Steph how she was going to get stuff done. And she kept saying the Lord.
God's doing it. God is doing it. God has done it the whole time.
And he didn't like that answer.
It's like the devil come out of him.
He did not like it.
He was like, "You can't tell people that God does it."
And she kept saying, yes, I can.
Because he does.
And he got Steph all riled up.
I was so upset, y'all. I was 2 pieces. There's 2 times I cry. I cry when I'm very sad, and I cry when I'm ready to fight. And let's just say I was ready to
Well,
fight.
the ladies that in brought us into the dinner, stand up, walk over to me because they see I'm about to
She's
leap
about to
out of my
stand
seat
up.
and start throat punching people.
We
And they're
were
like,
ready to fight.
Tricia, calm down. She's a grown adult.
Yeah.
She can handle this. And I'm like, just ready to go.
He was like, "You don't understand."
And then you excuse yourself.
I did. I was hysterical, right? And he's like, "You just can't be emotional about this." And I'm like, in my mind, in my heart, I'm like, this guy doesn't understand.
No,
This is not just any town. This is not just any people. This is my town, and these are
Right.
my people.
Right.
And I don't care what it takes, and I don't care if this is how you do philanthropy. I don't know about philanthropy. I'm a realtor, and so I get up because I'm going for a cigarette. That's what's going to happen. I'm like, I decided I needed to calm down.
And Tyler took over very well.
Yep.
And then David looks at me and says, I'm going to use the restroom. Please excuse me. And he gets up and he walks out, and I'm thinking,
I
uh-oh.
didn't get to use the restroom
I was
for
like,
half an
what-
hour.
Yeah.
what's going
I was out in
on?
the parking
Yeah.
lot with
I was
Stephanie.
gone for, you were gone for maybe 10 minutes, and I was like, please excuse me. I'm going to use the ladies.
And
And I get up,
table's
and
on.
we're all out there like, Steph, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Just
And so-
pull it together.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine.
Well, so I walk out, Dave walking with me, and in my head, I'm just praying. I'm like, Lord, clearly he has no idea how powerful you are, but I do. Help me pull it back in, clean up my face, because I was mad. I was 10
She was
shades
really
of red.
red.
Oh,
really
God.
red. Really red.
I was blood red, and I could feel it. My neck was red.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to cut that dude so
You were about
bad.
to lose it.
God, I was so mad.
You were about
So
to
we
lose
get
it.
out. I have a break. I collect it. Dave and I are talking. He helps me calm down, and I just say, God, please help me put this train back on the tracks.
Yes.
Because if he has the money he pretends to have,
Right.
I will be so thankful for his help.
Right.
And so I go back in, and I sat back down,
And she did a great job, y'all.
and I just laid it
Great
out,
job.
man. For 15 minutes, I just boom,
was
boom,
very
boom, boom, boom,
professional.
boom, boom. It was crazy, right?
And at the end, he shook your hand.
Yeah.
Said it was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like,
Still wanted to throw a punch.
Oh,
in.
God.
yeah, but he was just so like, meh.
But what was so powerful, so I was still very upset afterwards. But he did. He did. He shook my hand. He left. I couldn't finish my steak that
Yeah.
night. It was awful.
Yeah.
I mean, the steak was delicious, but I couldn't finish it. And when we left, I was still upset. Like on the way home, I cried, and went to bed crying. And I don't cry like that, right?
Yeah.
The next morning, I wake up crying, and I'm like, "This is, he's right. I can't do this. This isn't how philanthropy. I mean, just all the things, right?
Yeah.
The devil is getting me." And so the reason I wanted people to know the story is because, do you remember the call I made the next day to you? So after this man just totally filleted me, totally ripped me open, telling me all the things I was doing wrong and what I couldn't do,
And that God wouldn't provide.
and that God wouldn't provide, because that's not how philanthropy works.
Right.
The next day, we had $150,000 worth of donations coming
Boom.
in. Booyah.
Yeah.
Just like that.
yeah.
It was so powerful. And it wasn't just one, it was multiple big donations had
Yeah.
come in. And I called Trish, and I was like, "You're not
We
going to
can pay a
believe."
bill.
Yeah. You're
I
not.
can help you with a
Oh,
bill.
you got this. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
lovely.
"You're not going to believe what just happened." And it was immediately that morning, Tuesday morning, because I think that dinner was Tuesday, so it was a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I was like, guess what God did? It was so powerful to
Yeah.
me. And I haven't cried over that little old geezer in months. It stopped bothering me
I'd kind of
immediately.
like to see him again. I wish I remember what he looked like.
Oh, I
Yeah.
do.
Oh, do you remember?
Yeah.
Burned in the heart.
Mark-
burned in
yeah,
my
I
soul.
know,
No,
'cause-
I don't know that I remember.
I
what
might
he
not
looks
remember
like.
all my volunteers, but people that pissed me off, I will remember.
We remember that. We
I will
remember that.
you.
But
I
that
still
was.
didn't- I still didn't get to pee for an hour.
I'm sorry about that. But thank you for helping me calm down, because I was like, I
Praise
never,
you.
like, if you're coming to the mountains to help us, why would you be kicking the fire out of us like
I
that?
don't know.
And sometimes that's happened. We
I
just
know.
had the fire kicked out of us by some
But
people.
then, I think, when you
Multiple.
look at this, when you look at it, you step back and look at it.
Yeah.
Maybe God did do that.
I
Maybe God
He's trying
needed
to show
to have
you.
a realization.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
hey, look, there is different perspectives to what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what you're doing. Because we have to look at that in our
Yes.
business.
Yes.
There's always something. Yes, we could do something better. We came up with a change today. It's small, but it can help. So maybe that was a reason.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
maybe God did put him there
Yeah.
for that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
To
to,
make
show
me-
you.
yes.
Just to show you.
Yeah.
Yes, there are different ways.
Yeah.
But your way's working.
Yeah.
So that's
He did. It was powerful to me, and it has kept me going. So anytime I start to panic or I start to run out of money, because as y'all know, I mean, when it comes in, it's
It's right
right
back
back
out.
out. I
I
mean,
know.
I'm like, whoop,
I
whoop,
know.
whoop. I'm
Yeah.
just like just steady paying contractors and invoices and materials. I mean, whatever part of rebuilding projects it is. It's
all these supplies aren't
Yeah.
being donated. These are
No.
things you're having to raise money for and buy. And
exactly.
I don't think people realize that. And I know some
No.
people have probably been good
Yes.
and done stuff and gone above and beyond.
Yes.
As far as contractors or as far as,
Oh,
supply
they do me
companies and
good.
stuff,
They do me so good.
No, they'll do you good.
But it's
people
still
realize
expensive.
you still got to pay for it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the supplies and just what it took to build this building alone,
Well,
it's huge.
we still have bills coming in.
Yes.
That's the other thing I want people to understand. Just because we're back up and running, we still have huge bills that are still coming through that we're trying to pay.
Yeah.
And
restaurants do not do well with mortgages.
Right.
no,
And we've got a mortgage now.
Yeah. So
You
it's
know?
most important. You've got to come in and get your calamity.
or you could go online and order.
Oh,
a
they got the
t-shirt.
best
Yes.
merch. The best merch. Oh, I love
Make
your
a
merch.
donation if you want to get on the wall.
Yes. Oh,
Please.
so on the wall, y'all, at 8 foot, you have to come in and see the line. Everyone that has donated $1,000 has their name, and it is the watermark all the way around the whole shop.
And we need it done twice. So
Yes.
we're still trying to get to
So-
the second
So
level.
please,
When
yes.
people started donating in the beginning, we were very overwhelmed, and
Very overwhelmed.
I didn't know how to say thank you because thank you just doesn't seem like enough
Right.
sometimes. It just really doesn't. And so I had created this in the back of my head that I was wanting to make a plaque of some sort. And then I was in here one day and then I was like, oh my gosh, I need to put the plaques around the water line.
Yeah.
Because I really want everyone that comes in. Some people are coming in for the first time. They've never been in our store.
Right.
I want them to understand
Yes.
what we'd be swimming if we were sitting
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
And we've got a good friend of ours, Will, who came up and did all these plaques for us. And we
donated
keep
them
calling
all.
him. He's donating his time
I love
and
them.
effort. And,
I
there's,
love them.
there's two people I've got to mention tonight before we get out of here. And I have to do it.
Go
And that's
ahead.
Bill and Christina Saunders.
Oh,
Our volunteers.
couldn't
these
have done it without
These
them.
are friends of ours now. Heart-loving
Family.
Yes.
Okay. They volunteered 5 months of their lives,
7 days a week
7 days a week, to helping us get this place reopened.
for no reason.
We would not have done it without them. We
No.
could not have done it without them.
No.
From a financial standpoint, they made a huge difference to us. But on a moral and a love,
Yes.
the love, it took us a while to fall in love with them because we had disagreements. Me and Christina were back and forth. on
I
different
didn't.
projects and
I
stuff.
didn't. I
She's
loved her
so
right
tough.
away. I
She's
loved her
tough.
right away.
But having them here
I
and
miss
some
them.
others, and there's others, guys.
I
Please,
miss them.
God,
Yeah.
I can't name everybody, but these I have to say because they gave up their life, what they were doing, and stopped for us.
Yeah.
And that was huge for that amount of time.
And they
Yeah.
were just
For that amount of
customers of
time.
ours.
Yeah.
And I didn't even really know them that well. And I guess when I talked to them when we were up in the junior store, I must have sounded pathetic because
Yeah.
they called us and they were like, we really want to help you guys.
Yeah.
And
we
we were
didn't
like,
know what they meant by
what?
that.
Okay.
And I don't
Because
think they
she's
knew
a
what they meant by
contractor,
that. She's a
But she's
contractor,
also an engineer.
He's
No,
an
He's an engineer.
She's
Yeah.
DC.
but he's a professor in Charlotte.
Yeah.
So he's got a job, and they
Yeah.
have projects they're working on their own, and they gave up those projects to help us.
Yeah.
They rock.
They are amazing.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait for
Amazing
you
people.
all to meet them.
Yeah.
And they're on we've got a plaque made for them over here.
They're on
If
our
you're
wall.
ever in, please take a second to look at it and stuff. But
And they
they're
love this
huge.
place very much, and they want to keep
Well,
helping our
I'll tell you a
community.
little
Yeah, they
secret.
do. They do. They wanna keep
they have a
helping.
home up here.
Yeah.
And
Me and her been friends. We done been got together.
so she said she wanted to get more involved in the community, and who better to do it with than DTs. And so she's like, I knew you knew everyone, and I was like, what? and she loves it. So every
Yeah.
time, so she comes to me, and I swear we'll end this. And she says, so now that y'all are open and you're going good, and we're finishing up our project down the flatland, we want to come back up. Who can I help? And I went, seriously? You want to help more? And she's like, yeah. I was like, you need to call Stephanie. Call Stephanie right now.
Yeah.
She would love to meet you because there's so many things that you could bring to the
and there's
table
gonna
on her
be,
projects.
and there's going to be so many things for
Yes.
a long period of time,
Yes.
and they've got to get their life reorganized. You can't just give up your life for
No.
5 months and expect to, get your life back in order in a
Right.
heartbeat.
Right.
So they're working hard on doing that, and that's what they need to do.
Yeah.
But they've got hearts of gold.
But
Yeah.
if you want to volunteer in any way, shape, or form, call Steph is what I'm saying.
Skilled
Skilled labor.
Skilled labor.
Skilled
Yeah,
labor.
Sorry, skilled labor.
Sorry.
Um,
Because we can supplement and I
Yeah.
can put them on jobs. I have one of my newest folks that has joined our team. His name is Russ, and he's retired. And he calls himself an old geezer, but he's not old at all. He's fabulous. He's just retired.
Yeah.
And he's brilliant. And I can send him to a project. He just gets it done. And then he calls me and he's like, I'm done. What's next? And I just, boom,
That's
boom,
amazing.
boom. We're killing it on the project. So
Thanks, Russ.
I'm so excited about
That's
Russ.
awesome.
He has
Thanks,
no
Russ.
idea.
Awesome.
And his wife pimped him out to me.
That's lovely.
Yeah, she just walked. She walked in one
Got tired
day.
of him sitting around the
Yeah.
house or something.
She's like,
Honey,
you
go
got to
find something to do.
you got to get him out of my hair, and here's what he can do. And I'm like, I want
That
him.
is hilarious.
Yeah,
Way
it's
to go,
great.
Russ.
And then his wife come in to buy tickets for the Jeep, and she's like, keep him busy. And I'm like, I will. I love him.
No problem.
No problem. So it's taken everybody in all different elements of people
Yep.
to help us, you know. And our retired community is tough.
Yeah.
You know, and just because you're retired, I mean, you
Oh,
got
no.
incredible skills. You know so much. That's to me is major. And then I've got my little high school kids that are just out of high school
Yeah.
that I can put with them, so they've got some strong
Learn.
backs
And they learn.
and they're learning, right? So that's kind of how I've been trying to do
Yeah.
different projects is putting people together that can, you know, God's just handling it. So
And that's
Yeah.
amazing.
it's cool. It's
Yeah.
so cool because God is real.
Yeah, if I could go back to school, I'd go to HVAC school or
Yeah.
electrical school or plumbing or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, the other plumber we had involved, there's so many people, Chris
Yeah.
Snyder,
Chris
you know, coming down
Yeah.
here, you
from
know,
PA.
Yeah.
giving helping people
Donating.
that you've helped
Yes.
with also,
Yeah.
Matt, you know, his family and, you know, and then Gresham and, you know, helped all these people and just good people.
Yeah.
Good people.
You know
wanted
the
to
you
do
know
right.
the saying, it takes a village.
It does.
Well,
Takes them out.
We have the
This is-
awesomest
this is-
village.
this is a pretty big village
Yeah.
that's loving each other.
Yeah.
But we do need help.
Yeah, we do.
Yep.
It's pretty amazing, but
Yeah.
it's powerful.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful for people to just I think my big request would still be kind and gentle with us.
Yeah.
Because I don't think people really realize how we are.
Please let me share
Still.
one.
Yes. Are you kidding? I got to
Still
tell you
on
about
the
the
head.
crazy
I
guy.
had a customer
I've
that
been
walked
waiting to
up
tell
to
that
us.
story.
What week was that? Like week 1 or 2? And she said to me, "Well, I'm sure you've enjoyed your 11 months off from work."
Oh, did you want to punch her in
And
the
David
face?
stopped and he went, "Tricia, walk away." And I walked away, and I don't know what happened, but I was like, I didn't have 11 months off. That's the hardest I've ever worked in my entire life. And
Like I have to wear electroshocker now.
I understand you may not know what to say to people that have been experiencing a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
But that's not it.
That's not it. That's not it.
You know,
What
just
about-
say we love you. We're praying for you. That's better than some of the comments.
Offer a shrink, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I
Something,
just-
you know.
There's just some
Some
of the
therapy.
comments.
Get some therapy along there
Yeah.
somewhere.
What about when you were still working, completely still under construction, like the sawhorses and
Yeah.
miter boxes outside,
People coming in
and
trying to
people
order
coming
sandwich.
in going, "Are you gonna wait on me?"
We actually had that. So that
Quiet
was,
a few times.
we
Yeah.
had just gotten the TV menus up with our menu board on it, and obviously they weren't up or on or anything.
Right,
And these people just walked in the front yard,
total under construction.
front
door.
yard, in the front door, and our daughter Taylor's at the register. Well, not really register. She was at her computer, and
Yeah.
she's just typing away. She wasn't paying attention, and I looked up, and I thought, why are these people standing here? And Taylor looks up and says, "Can I help you?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're trying to place an order." And all of us just stopped, and we were like, "We're under construction."
Yeah.
And they're like, "What?" I mean,
Like they weren't even looking around.
we could tell you
But
stories.
they want their calamity.
Yeah, they want that
They want their
calamity.
food.
We'll fight for that
You mean we
calamity.
can't order any food? I'm like, man, I don't have a kitchen together yet. Like, no, like, it was weird.
It's been
Well, it's been
crazy.
it has been crazy.
It's been weird.
But you
It's been
did
fun.
it.
It's been interesting. It's been sad. It's been scary.
But
it's
we did it.
All the
You did
yeah,
it.
We all did it.
And you didn't give
And
up.
we didn't kill each other.
You didn't kill each
I
other.
know.
That's
We
the
still love each
celebration.
other. We're going on 30 years, and it's amazing.
I'm so proud
And
of
God
y'all.
did that.
Yeah,
I promise you.
I know
that.
he did. I know he did. I don't know that I've ever been so proud of somebody, of how proud I have been watching y'all go through this together
Thank you.
and stay together. And you know,
You know you're married to the right person.
yes. And I think that's so powerful. And I'm
Yeah.
just so proud of you
Thank you.
that you have fought like crazy and loved each other and just made it.
Same
So,
for you and Tyler.
yeah.
though.
And it's tried to break us a few times.
I know it
Yeah,
has.
yeah.
Tried to break us.
I know it has.
physically and mentally.
Yeah,
I
but
almost
you kept
smothered him
fighting.
with the pillow one night. But other than
That's
that, we were
okay.
good.
You know, that's when a marriage grows,
I know.
right? Like people
Amen
say,
to that.
"How have you made it that far?" And I'm like, "Look, it's not for lack of wanting to kill each other. We just keep fighting
We
through
just
it."
speak the truth.
Yeah. And you know, and it's talking, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay, these are my feelings.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you about them.
Yeah.
Sometimes Tyler just rolls over and snorts at me and goes to bed, but it's fine. I got it out.
That's all right.
I want to see if he's
okay.
watching this tonight.
So let's give the code. So we're gonna know what shall we say that I'll bust him. They never watch.
Ask him what the code word for tonight was.
Yeah. So what's our code word
Taylor.
today?
We're talking
Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah,
earlier.
Team Taylor.
Team Taylor's our
Team
code
Taylor's
word
our
tonight.
code word.
Anybody
So I'm
wants
gonna.
to hashtag that? That's hashtag
Yeah.
Team Taylor.
I love that.
Yeah.
We're voting on it. All right. This has been great. I love
Thank
y'all.
you for having us.
Thank you for
Thank
doing
you.
this. Thank you for staying up late.
And I promise this should be it. You shouldn't see us on TV anymore.
Oh
for a
no,
while.
no, no. You know we got some more cool stuff coming.
Oh yeah.
That's
We got
gonna be
Mike.
so cool.
Yeah, we got
That's
Mike's group coming,
that's
so.
gonna be cool. So all right, friends. Live from the living room in Spruce Pine with Dave and Trish.
And Steph.
Thank you. It's
And Steph.
Thank y'all so much for joining us. Thank you so much for loving me. Thank you so much for loving our community. We'll see y'all tomorrow in downtown Burnsville at the Old Timey Day Festival. Have a great evening. The hardest part isn't the knowing. It isn't knowing everything that you have to do to get everything back right. The hardest part are the memories. Knowing exactly how it used to look before the storm. That's the hardest part.